What's up, everybody? It's Wildcard weekend is here, the postseason, and we have already had some games which we will discuss. But as always, we have a man, Romy Rome, New York Giants, in the house.
How about
Representing Washington football team, still kind of upset. We have Adrian.
I'm kind of surly after last night. Now, don't get me wrong. My team played its ass off. I just wasn't ready for the season to be over like that. But hey, what can you do? It happens like that sometimes. You can play your ass off and still lose. It is what it is. Fuck Tom Brady.
Oh no! Hold on for a second. We get back to that. And representing Tennessee Titans, folks, to talk this Baltimore Titans game, we got my man Oliver in the house.
Yeah, tighten up. Gonna be an interesting game today.
Yeah. So before we get to that, we gotta discuss the games yesterday. I mean, we'll save the Washington football team for later to let you gather yourself. First, we go with this Buffalo Colts game in the morning. It was a good game. I believe the Colts left a golden opportunity on the field. And Adrian, what you got to say about that?
They left too many points on the field. They were too aggressive. There were times where they came down and the best play would have been to kick the field goal, and they went for it and didn't score and came away with no points. They did that 2 or 3 times. Can't do that. Left too many points on the field, and it came back and cost them in the end. Although, because you watched the game, they outplayed Buffalo.
They did.
But the difference between Buffalo and the Colts is Buffalo has a franchise quarterback, and that franchise quarterback put his cape on and saved the day. Josh Allen was the leading rusher. Josh Allen was the leading passer. Josh Allen was delivering water. Josh Allen was massaging dudes back. Josh Allen did everything. And Josh Allen saved Buffalo's season yesterday because the Colts outplayed them on the field, but that's playoff football. In the end, the difference may come down to one team got a franchise quarterback and the other team don't. That's pretty much what happened. That's pretty much the difference with Josh Allen.
Nah, hey, Ron, what you think, bro?
Well, I didn't even see the game yesterday. I was at work, but checking the score on the phone. I mean, it seemed like the Colts was playing them, pretty tough hanging in there. And based on what Adrian said, I can believe that. But Buffalo prevailed. But if they won't really playing like that, they're going to have to tighten up in the second round. So
For real. Oliver, you see the game? Oh, yeah.
Didn't see the game. Also at work, but playoff times, whoever got Phillip Rivers is losing.
This is true. Phillip Rivers has that history in the playoffs of losing.
So no surprise there. I don't know what the Colts thought they got, but
yeah,
they see now.
I actually kind of like it because with the Colts losing, we get to interview their defensive coordinator for our head coaching position. So I like that, you see, because as you know, you cannot interview people until they exit the playoffs. So now we need Buffalo Bills so we can interview Brian Dable, their offensive coordinator. But just to put it in perspective, people, the last time Buffalo won a playoff game was 1995. They didn't endure the Music City Miracle and all kind of atrocities.
I think I was like 3 or 4 years removed from high school.
I was 5 years old.
I was in.
Jim Kelly. We were fresh out of high school when the last time Buffalo won. Yeah. That was still in the Jim Kelly years. We was in high school when they was going to the Super Bowl. God damn. Yeah. Is that long ago?
1995. The last
is that long ago? Buffalo last won the playoff game.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? So then next we had a severe beating at the hands of the Los Angeles Rams. Went up to Seattle and played the abomination defense that is Seattle. And hey, Jamal Adams, how you feel? Anyhow, and plus I like it because we got their pick, so I didn't want them to go too far. We need to keep that pick as high as possible, you see. And so, Adrian, how did you feel about the beating that took place in Seattle?
Well, that Rams defense stings. Aaron Donald and them dudes, they ain't no joke. And when you play defense like that, if you get anything from your offense, you can beat anybody and win anywhere. Pretty much, they outplayed. That defense swallowed Russell Wilson and Seattle's offense whole. That's pretty much as The long and short of it. And Jared Goff, he played mistake-free football, didn't make no mistakes. So he played okay enough that they rode the defense to win.
Do you think this defense can carry them to Tampa Bay?
It's possible. Because the Rams, Cam Akers, former Florida State Seminole, he carried them too. He had 130 yards rushing, 50 yards catching, and a touchdown. As long as they keep that formula up and don't have Jared Goff mess the game up, which he tends to do sometimes. But if Jared Goff just manages the game, run the football, and that defense keeps playing the way they're playing, the Rams are going to be a very, very, very tough out.
Then why didn't Jared Goff start? He was hurt or something?
He was hurt. He hurt his hand.
Oh, okay.
He hurt his hand 2 weeks ago. That's why the other guy started last week, because he had hand surgery.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So, Ron, did you catch any highlights on that one? Or?
Saw a little bit of highlights, and I had picked the Hawks to win that game, and they've been so up and down this year, so I really shouldn't be surprised that they did lose that game. So Hawks need to tighten up, especially on their defense. You know, I mean, they got still a talented team, but I heard that DK Metcalf was having a little bit of TO moments yesterday on the sideline.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Say he was ticked off that he wasn't getting the ball too much.
He got mad he wasn't getting the ball and stuff.
Oh no,
Jalen Ramsey.
But that's that Rams defense. Jalen Ramsey locked him up. That's what happened. It's that Rams defense. Jalen Ramsey locked him up and he couldn't get open.
Same thing happened the last time they played the Rams.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey one of the top corners in the league. That Rams defense, the Rams are going to be a tough out.
They put him on the island is what they did.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yep.
And Oliver, you catch any of it or you see the highlights, bro?
Saw a little bit of the highlights, man. I'm going to put this one on Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, you a superstar. He got to play like a superstar. He didn't pick 6. That if Russell Wilson don't play good, that whole team don't play good. And they've been skating away the last few weeks and getting away with it, and then finally caught up to him this week.
Yeah, you see, this game really disgusted me because if you can lock down Russell Wilson, you can't stop Sam Darnold so I can get Trevor Lawrence. You make me sick.
See, here's the thing I think of Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, great player. Super Bowl winning quarterback. We get all that. But here's the thing. When you leave the football field and you go home to Sierra, sometimes your problems don't seem as bad as they are.
So are you suggesting that Sierra has took his competitive edge away because he ain't worried about winning, so he can go whack Sierra when he get home?
Yes, to an extent. Basically, to an extent, yes. I mean, I'm not saying the man don't want to win. I'm not saying the man's not competitive. But what I'm saying is, when you go home to Sierra, life don't seem as bad. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of felt this was going to happen too, because the other day I saw Sierra and Russell Wilson laying in bed doing a little TikTok video. They in bed.
Oh no!
I saw.
What I tell you, Patrick, look,
he's
not as bad when you go home to Sierra.
Y'all on Instagram.
You got one of the baddest chicks out there, and she's a stone freak. So when you go home and you lose big games like this, and you got somebody like that to rub your back and make it all better, hey, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, that ain't never stopped Tom Brady with Giselle.
Giselle ain't a freak like Sierra.
Yeah, freak like Sierra.
She ain't no freak like Sierra, Packy. Okay. Sierra is a whole nother level of freak. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. All right. Well, I mean, sorry, Russell Wilson. I guess everything cool then, you know. But
everything's cool with him. Trust me.
So, Adrian, I hate to do it, but we must discuss the Washington football.
We're gonna have to discuss it at some point, man.
Okay, so go ahead, man. Just give us your thoughts on. Take us through the entire contest and your thoughts.
It was a battle, man. But hey, we left it all on the field. That's the one thing I can't be mad at. We left it all on the field. We played our asses off. Tyler Heineke, He played about as well as we could ever hope for in the situation we put him in.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody, defensively, we gave it all. You know what I'm saying? We held him as much as we could hold him. We just couldn't manufacture enough points to pull this out. I mean, hey, we gave it all. It is what it is. The better team won, barely. It's just we just got a gaping hole at the quarterback position, and we're not going to reach our full potential. We got a contending team here. It is there. You can see it. It's just the quarterback position is holding us back. We got to find a reliable starter at quarterback. It ain't Alex Smith. God bless you, bro. It's a great comeback. And without you, we wouldn't have got to this point. So I thank you. But it's time to go home to your wife and kids, bro, because this just ain't going to work for us. You can't stay healthy. That leg is not right. It's never going to be right. And it's just not going to work for us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just got to find. All right, we got a backup. We got our number 2 in Heineke. We need a number 1. That's what we need. So, and there's going to be guys out there like a Matt Ryan. I say go do it to free agency, man. We don't got time to. We're not good at drafting quarterbacks, Packy. You've lived in Washington. You know this. We are not good at drafting quarterbacks. Go out in free agency, find a veteran, a Matt Ryan, a Matt Stafford. There's going to be guys out there, not Sam Darnold, but there's going to be guys out there. There's going to be guys out there that can be got for a decent price. Everybody talking about what's Deshaun Watson going to do. I don't believe Houston's going to trade him. My personal opinion.
I don't
Houston's not
think so
going to
either.
trade him.
I don't think so either.
So Matt Ryan, Matt Stafford, there's guys out there you can win with. We don't need Patrick Mahomes. We got one of the best defenses in the game, and we got a generational talent at defensive end in Chase Young. We don't need Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. We just need a reliable starter that can manage the game, and we can ride our defense to a lot of wins. So that's what we need to do. But congrats to Tampa. Y'all beat us. Brady, you still a bitch, but you escaped me. You escaped me this time.
But Chase Young, he thirsted.
You escaped me this time, Brady. By the skin of your teeth, you escaped me this time. When I face you next, I will have a quarterback, and it's gonna be a different story, bro. Because you have all the weapons in the world, and I got a gaping hole in my roster, and you barely beat me. Mm-hmm. We're close. We're close to being really good. We just got to find a starting quarterback.
So Chase Young, he thirsted for Brady all week, and now he has tasted his.
Brady played good. He didn't play great. He played good. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He got his first playoff experience. The Predator did, and now
it was a good experience for the whole team because now we can see how close we are. We are close. We are really close.
Mm-hmm.
And starting quarterback is the hole that's keeping us back, and we just got to find a quarterback.
And what are your thoughts on this? This could be Ryan Kerrigan's last game as a member of your team.
That's another guy. He's probably, that may have been his last. I mean, look at that defensive line. I mean, it's no room for Kerrigan. God bless you. You've been a great Redskin, and you deserve a spot in the Ring of Honor. But now we got young monsters in the line, and there's no space for somebody like Ryan Kerrigan. It's just not.
I understand. All right, that's cool. Hey, that's Rome. What'd you think of the game last night?
Well, Washington played them like I expected. I said they was gonna give Brady a little bit of a battle. Washington do got a nice defense on the rise. And that scares me. That does scare me. Being my team is in the same division, but in the end, somehow Brady did pull it out. But Adrian Wright, they're a quarterback away. They're a quarterback away from contending.
Oh, wait a minute. It's all set now. It says Buccaneers, Saints, and Rams, Packers.
That's if the Saints win.
If the Saints win. Okay, yeah, that's right.
It depends on who wins today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry, Ron.
No, you're all right. I mean, like I said, Bucs moved on. I mean, I picked the Bucs, but I also said that they were going to have a tough time with Washington. And Washington hung in there with them. And, honestly, if they had a quarterback, might have been a different outcome because Brady does have problems with a defense that does put pressure on him, and that's been well documented. So,
Oliver, what you think, bro? You catch it last night?
Nah, but I was surprised, man. I thought the Bucks was going to blow him out. As soon as I saw Hinkie was starting, I was like, oh, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
But I knew the defense was going to come through. I knew they was going to give Tom Brady problems, but I did not expect the Redskins offense to do what they did. And kind of scary a little bit, but we'll see what they do next year. They might come back and be trash again.
Oh, no. But you see, AJ, I tried to warn you about Brady. I've faced this man for years, and I know him. I know you
faced him for years.
I created you, Tom Brady. I broke Drew Bledsoe, and then I unleashed this plague upon the universe, which is Tom Brady, you see. And they always escape. Some little bullshit happened, and they get away. You see what I'm talking about? So I knew that Brady. I know you, Brady. I'm sorry.
The bullshit started with the tough rule. That's when the bullshit started with Brady.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Before that, we allowed this man to start. See, Drew Bledsoe was the starter. I remember it like it happened 5 seconds.
Drew Bledsoe was the starter, and who was it? Mo Lewis. It was Mo Lewis.
It was the week after that. They shut down football.
They played the Jets, and Mo Lewis injured Drew Bledsoe, and this man Packy partied like it was 1999. He's like, yeah, we got rid of the Patriots. Drew Bledsoe's injured. They're out the picture. We don't have to worry about him the rest of the year. And in came this little-known backup named Tom Brady, and the rest is history.
I mean, we still won that game, but
you won that game, but then the Patriots ended up winning the Super Bowl.
Yes, it did. That same year. It was 2 weeks after 9/11, and then I remember Drew Bledsoe was running for the sideline, and Mo Lewis smashed this Bama in the ribs, kind of like they did Justin Fields the other night.
And he was through.
He ran right to the bench and sat down, and that was it. Like, as soon as he got hit, ran the side, and then here come Tom Brady and the rest.
In come Tom Brady.
So,
and the Jets went on and won that game, but the rest is history. The Patriots end up winning the Super Bowl.
And again, and again, and again.
And again, and again, and again.
Jesus Christ.
Except in 07.
Except for in 07. Thank God. Oh, my God. Thank you, Jesus. Good night. Anyhow.
If they'd have won in 07, Packy probably would have committed suicide. He wouldn't have been able to take it. If the Patriots had finished the undefeated season, that would have been it. He'd have jumped off a building.
I didn't even watch the game. I didn't even watch it.
Because he didn't want to see potential history. He didn't,
I didn't listen to the radio. I didn't watch when I got up to go to work. But when I got to work, they had a stack of USA Todays, and I looked over and I see Michael Strahan like this. I said, no.
And you said they won.
Bro,
oh my God.
I remember that like yesterday. I was sick that game. I mean, I was sick. I had a fever that game. I had like 101 fever. And I remember I fell asleep on the floor.
So you were sick this night of your greatest triumph?
But hold up.
Ever you were sick?
I woke up in time to see the catch. Woke up in time. I was on the floor just looking and raised my fist. Then when Plex caught that touchdown, 100-degree fever, I still jumped up and was like, holy shit. And fever and all, and I'm sitting there just going off.
Yeah.
And so I caught the last half of the historic win from the G-Men. And thank God, because I ain't gonna lie, going into that game, I was scared. I was like, I don't know if we're gonna beat these guys, man. I mean, but yeah, I woke up in time to see the catch. Number 2.
Yeah. So, but we got games today, people. Today. You see, at first up at 1:00. I don't know why they put this game further. To me, this should have been last. They have the Baltimore Ravens going into Nashville, Tennessee, to face the Tennessee Titans. So Oliver, we must start with you, sir, because you are the Titan representative of this program. So please tell us the game plan.
All right. They not stopping Derrick Henry. That's
true.
On top.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
As far as our passing game, Corey Davis and what you call it? I gotta forgot my man's name.
Brown.
AJ Brown, they're on fire right now. All Ryan Tannehill got to do is protect the ball, get them the ball. They're going to take care of the rest. Run it when you need to, do a little pass on third down. Only concern is the defense, the defensive line, man. We got single players in the NFL right now that got more sacks than our whole daggone defense. And playing against Lamar Jackson, that's what we're going to need. Secondary, we be all right, but if we get a pass rush on him, which we probably can't, but somehow contain him, we'd be all right.
Oh, girl, that's the game plan, Adrian. Adrian,
that's the plan.
What do you think about this matchup, Adrian?
Unfortunately, it shouldn't be, but it will be because this is the age of first state. This is the age of undisputed. This is the age of social media. Unfortunately, this game will be a referendum on Lamar Jackson as a winning playoff quarterback in the NFL. If he don't win the day, well, if Baltimore, though, it doesn't matter if he's at the center of it or not. If Baltimore don't win this game, the narrative after the game is going to be Lamar Jackson can't win playoff games. It's unfair, but that's what they're going to say. So with that said, this is one of the biggest games of Lamar Jackson's career. He got to come through. They got to win, and I think they will. It's going to be a close game. Tennessee going to do what they do. They're going to run Derrick Henry. They're going to try to control the ball. They're going to try to control the clock. That's how they beat you. But somehow, Lamar Jackson going to win because he has to. He has to. He has to win this game. So I believe Ravens going to win this game. Lamar Jackson's going to pull it out because if he don't, the wave of social media criticism is going to come down squarely on him. And the narrative is going to become Lamar Jackson can't win playoff games. That's what they're all going to say. So Baltimore, I think Baltimore come through for him. I think they'll pull this game out. It's going to be close, though, because Baltimore, Tennessee always have close games. So it's going to be a close one. But I say Baltimore pulls it out.
Ron, what you think, bro?
Yeah, I think this game going to come down to the wire. I think, they do play each other tough all the time. And this a must win for Action Jackson. Must win. Because like Adrian said, if he don't win this game, Baltimore in general.
That's going to be the narrative. Lamar Jackson can't win playoff game. They're going to say it on First Take. They're going to say it on Undisputed. They're going to say it on Sports Center. They're going to say it on NFL Network. Lamar Jackson can't win playoff games. That's going to be the narrative now.
And that can eat at you. That can eat at a player.
That can eat at you, man. That you take the blame for everything all the time, no matter how well you play. Because in last year's Tennessee loss, when Tennessee beat Baltimore last year, actually, Lamar Jackson had a really, really, really good game. He threw for over 300 yards, ran for almost 200. But what you had in the game? Oh, Lamar lost the game. That's what you heard, even though he had 500 yards of offense by himself. He lost the game. That's what they're going to – it doesn't matter. He has to win. It doesn't matter how he plays. He has to win. Because if they don't, it's going to be Lamar Jackson can't win playoff games. That's what they're going to say.
Yeah, I'm picking Baltimore, but it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to come down to the wire on this one.
See, I like what the Titans represent. You see, nowadays you got these spread offenses and these 15 wide receivers and all that kind of bullshit that they're trying to bring in from college. The Titans represent the football, old school. The shit I grew up with. You see what I'm saying? Strong offensive line, big time running game, play defense in the trenches, not all this finesse bull crap. You see what I mean? This is what I was, because the game is won in the line of scrimmage. He who wins the line of scrimmage wins the football
wins the game.
So, but they have recently got away from that stuff, which I'm not a big fan of, but that's just me. Anyhow, so I'm looking forward to this. Again, I wish this one would have been coming on later on. They ain't just had the main course right away and shit, because I personally think the other two gonna be some ass whoopings. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I still think, because it just seemed the Titans got their number, man. That's just my opinion. I think I put my chips on Derrick Henry in this one. That's just, I ain't saying it's gonna be a blowout, but I think it'll be tight. But
it's gonna be back like the Eddie George versus Ray Lewis days.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
It's gonna be one of them battles.
I remember saying whoever wins this game, they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
It's gonna win the Super Bowl.
Whoever wins this game
is gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, So,
And lo and behold, Baltimore won the game and went on to win the Super Bowl.
yeah. And then you got a potential severe beating next in the Superdome. You have Mitchell Trubisky taking his 8-8 Chicago Bears with a very good defense, I might say. But the defense cannot win the entire game. And they face Drew Brees, which I think is his final run in the NFL. Because I think you're very close to being finished, Drew Brees, especially after they broke 15 of your ribs this season. Adrian, what do you think about this game?
Well, the rumors are he already got a job at NBC waiting.
Oh, NBC waiting?
The contract has already been signed.
Oh, no.
Once he retires, he's going to NBC. So the job is waiting for him.
Oh, no.
The rumors is this very well may be Drew Brees' last playoff run. So, is he going to go out like Ray Lewis and get one more and ride off to the sunset? Well, it starts here. And come on, Packy, we keep talking bad about Mitch Trubisky for, man.
Mr. Trubisky.
Because he's a bum. That's why we keep talking bad about him. And he's going to be a bum today. He is what he is. He's not good. He sucks. He was taken number 1 in the draft and it's been a total bust. Think about this. He got took before Patrick Mahomes. He got took before Deshaun Watson.
Thank you.
Come on, man. This dude is a bum and Chicago's never going to go anywhere with this dude. And now you're going up against, and now the Saints are a whole now. Kamara's off the COVID list. They got all of the players back off the COVID list. So now the Saints are 100%. They got all their players, and they're going to mow over the Bears like they ain't nothing. This is going to be the beating of the day. Huh?
What about Michael Thomas? He came back or no?
I think he's back too. I think they're all back.
He's back.
All hands on deck now. And now they're going to mow over the Saints like I'm mowing my lawn. They're gonna mow over the Bears like I'm mowing my lawn today. This is going to be an ass whooping. This is not going to be close. This is going to be the beating of the weekend right here. The Saints will freaking maul the Bears. They'll maul them.
Ron, what you think, bro?
Yeah, come on, man. I mean, even I don't even know why we even looking at this game. It is going to be a blowout. I mean, the Bears. I see the defense coming out playing tough for a little bit, but then after a couple of snaps, that's going to be it. I mean, it is going to be a blowout. Breeze going to be advanced to the second round. The Bears, you got questions at QB and possible head coach. Yeah. That could be his final game, depending on how they perform today. And if they get blown out, I think that's a wrap.
If they get mowed down, the questions are going to start to be asked. Boy, if they get mowed down, that's the end of Trubisky.
Yeah, that's it.
No ifs, ands, or buts. He's done.
Well, here, how about this? Since before we get to Oliver, if they were to make it competitive, what do they got to do to make it competitive? You know what I mean? Like,
they can't turn the ball over, first of all.
Right.
They can't turn the ball over, and they got to score points. You can't kick field goals and beat the Saints. They got to score touchdowns. He got to manage the game. He got to play mistake-free football, manage the game. We get in the red zone, score touchdowns, and just ride that defense to the victory. But we talking about Mr. Trubisky. He's not going to do none of that. He's going to turn the ball over. They're going to kick field goals. And he's going to make mistakes in the red zone. He's going to do Mr. Trubisky going to beat Mr. Trubisky. You know what I'm saying? So we know what we're going to get from Mr. Trubisky. That's why nobody's picking the Bears.
Oliver, what you think, bro?
Yeah, it's going to be an ass whooping of epic proportions.
Yeah, thank you.
Guaranteed, man. Alvin Kamara going to run all over him. Michael Thomas, they don't even need Michael Thomas to beat them. And Mitchell Trubisky is going to be Mitchell Trubisky. So like I said years ago when they was getting ready to draft him, don't do that shit. And they did it.
But I mean, it sucks. It sucks for them because if they do find
when that draft came, I never understood why everybody thought Mitch Trubisky was better than Deshaun Watson. I never understood it. Why people thought that?
You know why?
He was a second rounder to me.
You know why? So I think it sucks for them because if they do fire their coach, they kind of behind the curve now because all us bum teams that them fired our coaches is already interviewing people, and by the time they get to it, all the best candidates might have been hired. So they might have actually done themselves a disservice by making the playoffs. Then and losing in the first round. What the fuck good does that do? What I mean? Just
you know what? You got a point there.
Yeah,
this really isn't helping the Bears.
Really
I mean, they're in the playoffs. I mean, you're there. So by being there, you have a chance technically by being there. But they're not going nowhere with this dude at quarterback, man. Come on. Everybody knows it, man. He's going to turn the ball over. When they get in the red zone, he's going to make mistakes. He's going to cause them to kick field goals, then score touchdowns. He's going to be Mitch. Mitch is going to be Mitch. It's not going to change.
So you're saying he's a bum?
Yes. He's a complete bum. He's a total bust at number one. He's the type of guy that should have been taken in the third, fourth round, not with the first pick in the draft, man.
Actually, I think he was second. I forgot who was first.
No, he was first. No, he was number one.
No, he wasn't. He was second. Because I remember the 49ers was second, and they traded their pick down to the Bears. I forgot who was first, but it wasn't him. It might have been Clowney. Was it Clowney?
Yeah, it's Clowney.
Yeah,
it's Clowney.
Yeah, it was. He was second, but still, he shouldn't have been picked second either.
He never should have. Come on, you passed on 2 franchise quarterbacks to take this dude, man, and that's gonna be like the scarlet letter L that'll just stay on your head forever. Chicago, y'all took Mitch Trubisky over Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Not one franchise quarterback, but 2 franchise quarterbacks you took Mitch Trubisky over. You're never gonna come back from that, man.
Well, I mean, that's how it goes. Trust me, I know.
That's the draft. Trust me, yes, being a Redskin fan, we suck at drafting quarterbacks. That's why if we need a quarterback, get one in free agency. I don't even want to draft one. I don't even want to do it because I know the dude we're going to take is going to be a bum. So don't even waste time with it.
So that brings us to the final game of Wildcard Weekend, which is a very interesting game, by the way. There are COVID protocols in place. Kevin Stefanski won't be on the sideline. I think they're missing a few players. Nobody of real note, I don't think, but I think they're missing some players. You got Pittsburgh playing Cleveland in Pittsburgh, by the way. I always love these playoff games where the teams play each other a week after playing each other in the regular season, which happens sometimes, but not often. I always like when that shit happens. But so Adrian, what do you see happening in this Baker Mayfield first play? They've come back to playoffs after long. Their last game was 2000.
Yeah, it's been a while for
and they played the
Steelers. Browns fans.
And they played the Steelers too.
And they lost to the Steelers. The last time they were in the playoffs, and ironically, they lost to the Steelers.
Yeah,
I get it. Browns dealing with COVID. Head coach ain't gonna be there. Now they get some of those players back off. They're getting some of them, not all of them, but some of them back.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the deal with me. I just don't like the vibe I'm getting from the Steelers. I don't like it. They have not played well the second half of the season. My Washington football team beat them. Buffalo killed them. They lost to the Bengals. And they were getting killed by the Colts and had to come back to win. And then they lost to the Browns. They have lost 6 out their last 7 games. Well, not 6 out their last 7. What did they finish? 11-5. They lost 5 out their last 6. That's not good, folks. That's not good. Going into the playoffs, I don't like the vibe. They don't run the football. They don't score enough points. Big Ben isn't playing well. And people act like, okay, because the Browns had a problem with COVID, that all of a sudden, all that stuff went away. All of a sudden, they didn't lose 5 out of 6. All of a sudden, they are. Come on. Pittsburgh been playing like trash the entire month of December. The point of this is you want to be playing your best football at the end of the season, not at the beginning. That's what happened with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh played their best football in September and October. In November and December, they've been complete trash. I don't like the vibe Pittsburgh is going in. I'm taking the Browns because, come on. I'm taking the Browns because If it quacks like a duck, it smells like a duck is a duck. And right now, Pittsburgh's a duck. They're not playing good football at all, folks. They're not playing good football at all. Even though the Browns are going through some things, I think they can overcome it. I think they can beat Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh is playing like trash right now. Pittsburgh's playing like hot garbage. And I still think the Browns are going to beat them. I'm picking the Browns. I just don't like the way Pittsburgh played November, December. This is when you play. Pittsburgh is flip-flop. They played their best football at the beginning and their worst football at the end. Teams like that don't go far during playoff time. I'm picking Cleveland.
Wrong. What you think?
Yeah, Steelers are playing like trash right now, but somehow it's always hard to pick against that black and gold. So the Browns won't play them tough.
Hey, Ron, let me tell you this. The only reason to take Pittsburgh is that black and gold because they're damn sure ain't they play on the field.
They're not playing good. They're not. Big Ben ain't really playing good. They can't run the ball. He's right on that. Defensively, they playing all right, but they're not playing Steeler defense. That's the thing. They're not playing Steeler defense. They're not playing Steeler football. And that's the whole key. They got to get back to playing Steeler football, but they're missing a key ingredient, which is the running game. That's always been a Pittsburgh tradition. So
very true.
I'm going to pick Pittsburgh. They're going to barely win. They're going to barely win this game. The Browns are going to play them tough. I mean, yeah, they don't have the head coach, but hate to say it, I ain't no Baker Mayfield fan, but he's playing good right now. He's playing good. And Browns got something to prove. They want to go out there and, they want to beat the Steelers. They really want to beat them in a playoff game. So, but I don't think it'll happen today. I think the Steelers will squeak by, but they're going to have to tighten up because you're going to have problems in Buffalo, big problems if they manage to get by the Browns today, which I think they will, but they got to tighten up and start playing Steeler football like it's supposed to be played.
What you think, brother?
It's going to be a close one. Man. I'm not sold on the Steelers yet. Like they say, October is for pretenders, November is for contenders. And if you base that off of what the Steelers did in November, that shit was terrible. So, and two, man, the one thing that sticks out to me is what Juju Smith-Schuster said about them. He said they the same Browns they play every year.
Oh, yeah.
Nameless great faces. The Browns are the Browns.
No, he didn't.
And if the rest, he said that. If the rest of the team comes out with that mentality,
don't talk no shit.
Baker Mayfield going to eat their ass up because Baker Mayfield and them are hungry.
Damn.
They want it.
Damn.
If you got that mentality,
I'm glad you told me that. I'm glad you told me that. Now I know Pittsburgh's gonna lose. Now I know Pittsburgh's gonna lose.
You know
Look
what?
at their mentality, man.
I was leaning.
Now I know Pittsburgh's gonna lose.
I was like, oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
All about
I know Pittsburgh's gonna lose now.
Yeah.
I know Pittsburgh. Look at that's the whole mentality. Ever since Juju started doing his TikTok stuff, Pittsburgh's been losing. It's their whole mentality, man. Come on.
TikTok. Damn. Yeah, I think I might have, because I was gonna say, Mike Tomlin. I think he'll have him ready to play and everything.
Mike Tomlin, you got to come on, man. You got to stick your foot up these dudes' asses, man.
Yeah,
and get them back to playing Steeler football. Get them back to the Steeler mentality. The way Juju, he's acting like a child, and if that's the sign of how his locker room thinks, they're done. Pitt Browns are going to beat them, man.
Well, here's a side note. He is a free agent this year, so he might be.
He need to go. He need to go. He need to go.
Yeah, he hasn't even put up enough numbers this year to be talking shit like that.
He really
you talking trash like you talking trash like you an elite receiver, nigga. The only reason he was any good because he had Antonio Brown on the other side. Ever since Antonio left, he's been nothing. Come on, man. You gotta stop this crap, man.
You got a point.
Their only saving grace for the Steelers, and the reason I got them by this much, is Mike Tomlin.
Exactly.
But other than that, man, I think the Browns want it more, and they may somehow possibly pull something out.
Yeah. Well, we got two more topics, then we're gonna sew it up. So usually, we got one more actual playoff game with college playoff game on Monday night.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to
The
get
national
everybody.
championship is Monday.
Yeah, which I will be watching very closely. You see,
Oh,
very
I know
closely.
you will.
Because we hear that on Friday, Urban Meyer has interviewed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. You see, so
Yes, he does.
I need to be watching this game to see exactly what happened with Justin Fields and company. So, Adrian, but we heard that Jalen Waddle might be back in the mix for Alabama.
Yes, he might.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
Adrian,
word is that he's going to be back.
how you see this one going down?
That's the X factor right there. If Jalen Waddle is back, then Alabama's offense becomes damn near ungodly because you're going to have top 10 draft picks, both receivers, top 10 draft picks, man, on the field with a quarterback that may be first round, a running back that may be first round. It's like I've never seen a team this loaded on offense ever in my life. Maybe those Miami teams of the 80s.
Last year,
I've
LSU
seen.
was pretty
Well,
good.
LSU
last year.
I forgot about them, but yeah, it's not too. You see teams. Come on, man. It's like I just don't see how Ohio State's going to be able to stop them. Ohio State's going to have to score. If Ohio State want to win this, then Justin Fields is going to have another game like he had against Clemson. He's going to have another 6 touchdown type of game in order to score and keep up with Alabama. I don't know if he can do that again. That was like a once in a life. Now, don't get me wrong. Justin Fields, great college player, but that was a once in a lifetime game he had against Clemson, where every pass, dudes was getting wide open. Every pass, it's like Ohio State ran on peak offensive efficiency in that game. Can they do it again? I don't know if they can do that again, man.
Not against
Alabama. Alabama's defensively, Alabama ain't as good as Alabama big pass, but with this offense, they don't need to be. That's the whole thing. Because they're going to drop 60 on you. I just don't see. I got to go to Alabama. I just don't see how Ohio State offensively can keep up with the. I mean, come on. They got first rounders. They got top 10 picks everywhere, man. Yeah. I just don't see how Ohio State's going to be able to keep up with that. I mean, they're going to have to repeat what they did against Clemson. And if they do, that still might not be enough because Alabama's that loaded. This is Alabama's year. Alabama wins. This is their year.
Nick Saban?
The COVID year is their year.
Rome, what you think, man?
Well, I ain't gonna be able to see the game at work, but I got ties to Ohio. Some family played there, but much as I hate to say it because I can't stand Alabama gonna win this, and definitely gonna be paying attention to Waddle because potential.
That man is
the spot for the G.
Waddle is a top. Waddle
nice.
May be better than the dude that won the Heisman. Dude.
I think.
Yeah,
I told you that 2 weeks ago.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But Waddle may be better than Devontae Smith. Waddle is nice, yo.
Be nice,
but he got injured, so you didn't see it
happening.
But it's crazy.
Yeah.
We might.
Alabama got too much for Ohio State. I would love to pick Ohio State based on ties, but nah, Alabama got this.
What you think, bro?
Man, Alabama is winning this with or without Waddle. Ohio State,
probably right.
Ohio State has not seen a team like this all year long. They played Clemson, all right, but we all know Clemson ain't no Alabama. Those dudes is just different.
Yeah.
Too much firepower. Ohio State ain't got enough. Not for them, at least.
Yeah, I think I'm not really concerned about. I don't know how to put this, because again, yeah, you're right, Agent. The Alabama defense isn't as great as Alabama defenses have been,
but it don't got to be with that offense.
No, I'm not saying it will be. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure Ohio State's gonna be put up some points. But can they keep up? Can they keep up with Alabama putting up points? That
you hit it right on the head. You hit it right on the head.
So
Ohio State's going to score. They're just not going to score enough.
So I fully expect this. You know what I think this is going to be like that Orange Bowl a few years ago when Kyler Murray and them played them, and in the second half that shit became like a Madden game. Because the score was like ridiculous. It was like 56 to like 38 or something. It was something crazy. So I think it'd be like that.
I think it's gonna be like some like 60-40 type game.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like 100 points will be scored.
100 points is going to be scored,
guaranteed. So
because Alabama's dude. Ohio State's really good. I respect them. The whole thing is Alabama's offense is on another level. Can they score and keep up with Alabama? I don't think nobody in college football can this year. That's just.
And the thing,
Alabama's gonna drop 60, and everybody knows it.
Now here's the thing about how many they score on Notre Dame. I don't think they scored that many on Notre Dame. They put up.
They scored about 50, right? They got to 50, right?
I think it was like 40 something, but like they just stopped.
But like 49, they got close to 50.
Just couldn't score, But
and Notre Dame has a really good defense, and they got close to 50 on them.
Yeah, I agree. I hear you.
Remember, Ohio State still had a hard time with Northwestern. Come on now.
That's true. But the thing about that game was they were missing like 10 people.
They had a lot of players missing.
Olave wasn't there. A lot of people. And what's the name?
A lot of those guys will be back, but defensively, Ohio State's not as good defensively as Notre Dame is, man. And they almost dropped 50 on Notre Dame. Ohio State defensively ain't as good as Notre Dame.
Now, here's the thing. Then we talk about Waddle being Alabama's X factor. I think Ohio State's X factor is Trey Sermon. Like, I think if they
Trey Sermon is nice.
What they got to do is
that's their only hope. They got to run the football and hope.
That's what I'm about to say. They cannot get into a track meet with Alabama. They can't do that. They're gonna have to change what they did against Clemson. Is not what they can do against what they should do against Alabama. They need to slow it down. Sermon, Olave in the flat. I mean, just move the sticks. Like try to get long drives and keep Mac Jones and them on the sideline. Because if you don't,
they need long drives. They need 10, 14, 15 play drives. They need long drives and control the clock.
Yeah.
They need to keep the ball away from Alabama's offense as much as they can. Yeah, so Sermon, I forgot about Sermon. Sermon is going to play a big factor in this game.
Yeah.
If Ohio State wants to pull the upset, if Ohio State's going to pull the upset, that's the way. They're going to have to run the football and just have long drives and just play keep away. Play the time of possession game. Because that's the only way you're going to – because when Alabama has it, they're going to score. That's just – they're going to score when it happens. The best thing you can do is let them have it as little as possible. Just try to control the clock, control the ball, run the football, eat as much clock as you can. That's the best. That's their only hope. That's their only hope.
Yeah, I think we all agree. We think Alabama's gonna take it. But one last topic. This one for you, Ron. We hear Dave Gettleman will remain the general manager of the New York Football Giants.
Yay!
I'm gonna try not to preach today. But, try not to, but honestly, I can't even say I'm surprised by that. I don't think no Giant fans are surprised by that. But at the same time, we pissed off. We pissed off. Why are you going to keep a man who is what? I think he's 15 and 44 since he became the GM of the Giants.
Oh, my goodness.
He has not produced a winning football team. He had Saquon Barkley is a good pick, but questionable in my eyes now because of his injuries. He is one good hit away from being basically done. So I'm worried about that. The jury is out on DJ still. Up and down quarterback, but the jury is still out on him. He scored with the Leonard Williams pick. I'll give him that. I was pissed off about that at first, but Williams played his ass off. He should have made the Pro Bowl, to be honest with you. But Gettleman, I don't trust Gettleman.
Don't forget Andrew Thomas. He picked.
Andrew Thomas, and I gotta get Andrew Thomas from credit. Andrew Thomas, him and Young gonna have some good battles, in the next couple of years. That's some good battles ahead for that.
Yeah.
It's just the way. John Mara is
I know
very
where you at. You're where we were at when we had Bruce Allen.
Yep.
And Bruce Allen was like the scourge of the earth down here. But once we got rid of Bruce Allen and we got people competent that actually know what they're doing in terms of the draft, one draft can turn a team around. Because that's what happened here. This last draft was probably the best draft we've had for like a couple of decades. We got Cameron Curl, we got Antonio Gibson, we got Chase Young. This is a great draft we had. It only takes one, but it ain't coming from Gettleman. That's why I'm so happy he's still there.
Washington is basically doing what we used to do while we doing what y'all doing. And you know we need playmakers. That's the number one priority. If you want your quarterback that you pick to be successful and to succeed in this league, then you got to get him a weapon. And he don't have a weapon right now. Sterling Shepard played good last week. He played good, but he can't separate. Slayton done disappeared after, a good start last season and then this season, but he done disappeared. We need a playmaker. And I'm scared that Gelman ain't going to do that. Gelman don't never pick what we need. Perfect example. When he picked Daniel Jones, when we that year we needed a defensive end. I forgot the cat's name, but he didn't pick him. He picked Daniel Jones. We need a receiver, and I can guarantee you, I don't think we're gonna get one in the 11th round. He's gonna pick some never heard of player and be saying, I fell in love with this player and all this and that annoying Boston accents of his. So I'm pissed off, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all.
Before Gettleman can be judged, you need to see Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley together, which you haven't really seen because Saquon keeps getting hurt.
Yeah,
but you got to see the two of them together for close to a whole season before you can judge Gettleman. That's probably why they haven't got rid of him. We got to see the two of them together. Now, the two of them together, and it still don't work, maybe that'll be enough to get rid of him. I will see. But you got to see the two of them. They're not going to get rid of Gettleman until you see the two of them together on the field.
That's true. That's true. And that's the key right there. Barkley got to stay healthy. And he ain't been able to stay healthy so far. When he was healthy, he was doing special things on the field. He was on his way.
He's one of the top 2 or 3 backs in the league. That's You can't even argue that at this point. It's just health.
He'll definitely change that whole offense if he can stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, the whole offense will change. Maybe Evan Ingram will start holding on to the ball. Maybe. Maybe.
Well, that about sums it up. Everybody enjoy your wild card games. Oliver, good luck to you, brother. In about 1 more hour.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm ready.
So we'll be back next week on division playoff weekend to break that shit down. But I got a feeling we're going to see a few beatings today. So we check y'all out, man. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Peace out, y'all.